Hey y'all, how's it going? I'm Joy, that is Steve, and we are back with week 7 of our NFL predictions versus.
Hey Joy, how's it going?
It's going decent. It's been a very busy day.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been going fairly well. How about you?
It's going not too bad there. Kind of quiet.
Yeah, good. I love quiet days. I wish I had more of them.
Yeah,
It's just like every day is just doing something. But then
exactly.
again, I like being busy. It helps.
True.
So, how did we do last week?
Okay, let's check. The last week I finished 9-5 there, which is not bad, except for I wish a couple of the games could go my way there, so I can get over the 10 mark.
Yeah, making up a little bit of ground in the overall versus positions would be good.
Mm-hmm.
I personally went 10-4.
Mm-hmm.
We already have, at least I do, my regret of the week, but we will get into that after we deal with the standings overall. John also went 9-5, so he's keeping steady with you.
Mm-hmm.
So our current standings are me with 68-22, John at 61-33, and then our buddy Steve here at 58-36.
I'm bringing up the rear.
But you're not that far behind, so it's not that bad. You're
Yeah.
good. You're good. So, and then also this week on the bye, we have Jacksonville, Minnesota, the Chargers, Dallas, Pittsburgh, and the Bills, who I'm going to be bringing up later
Mm-hmm.
for reasons you can probably already guess. Friends at home.
Yeah.
So, regret and game of the week. Who do you have for both of those?
Okay, I'll start with the game of the week. Obviously, for me, it was the Cowboys and the Patriots there. That
Mm,
was a dog fight there.
it really was. I knew that it was going to be close. I believed in Mac Jones as a rookie and New England at home, which apparently they have yet to win at home this year, so I really shouldn't be trusting the home team.
True.
But, that's me not being the statistician that I should be.
Yeah, true. And obviously, the Cowboys, powerful team there with Dak and Zeke and Amari Cooper, the rest of them there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're a good team. I think I seen where they were on a 5 game win streak.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that I should have known ahead of time and did not.
Yeah.
So that's unfortunate. My game of the week is probably actually gonna be Seattle and Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Just to kind of differ from yours, because really that was a really good pick as well. But
Mm-hmm.
all of these overtime games this year have been ridiculous.
I know.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
And the fact that the Steelers almost lost to Geno Smith and the way that that ended
Yeah.
was heartbreaking for Seattle. I was texting John
Mm-hmm.
while the game was going on, and he was kind of updating me because I said, you know what, forget this. I'm going to bed. They're going into overtime. I don't care. And I just
Yeah.
I just left. And then he started updating me on what happened, and the fact that Geno tried to do this like Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes style scramble right next to TJ freaking Watt
Yeah.
was a really, really dumb decision.
Big
But
mistake.
yeah, like mistake of the game, hands down. But the way that that ended put it at game of the week for me.
True.
And then I really liked Jacksonville last week,
Yeah.
winning in, I believe they were in London,
Yeah.
on the leg of that kid, and then they ended up releasing the kid.
Yeah.
It's like I'm so sad for him, but he had
Yeah.
such a good game.
Yeah. The way they won it there at the last second there
Yeah, yeah,
was
yeah,
shocking.
yeah. I mean, I was kind of surprised that it was as close as it was, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But the way that it happened, they
Mm-hmm.
elected to actually try to take the points instead of going for overtime, and it worked out.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm
Okay.
gonna save my regret for last.
Okay.
What's your regret of the week?
Yeah. Obviously, mine was down the Raiders there after the whole fiasco off the field, which we won't discuss
Yeah,
there.
because
That,
reasons.
yeah, but they obviously turned it around there, and beating the Broncos there was a little bit of a shock for me.
Yeah, I had a feeling that they were going to perform well
Hmm.
just to spite the former coach and
Hmm.
prove like we're a team with or without you, and
Yeah.
I'm glad that they were able to do that.
Hmm.
My regret
Oh,
was
here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah,
Stand
my
by for this.
I'm mad. I'm mad at myself for daring to go against the one and the only beast that is the Derrick Henry,
Hmm.
and he made me pay for it because I think he scored three touchdowns like back to back to back to back in the second
Sure.
half, and Buffalo could have had a shot at going into
Yeah.
overtime, but
True.
they decided to not take the points, which again, I'm mad. You always take the
Yeah.
points. You always give yourself a chance to win.
Yeah.
But me, and I knew it, I said last week in our conversation that if I don't go with Tennessee, they're going to win and it's going to make me sad.
Yeah.
And then they did. But I'm very happy for Tennessee standing back up again. They got AJ Brown back again, so that helped out a lot. But
Hmm.
I just my regret is not trusting King Henry as I should have,
True.
and I'm paying for that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Obviously, Bills should just kick the field goal
they
and
they
push
should
it
have
over.
they should have, and not only that, but I believe I didn't watch the rest of the game, but from what Dad was telling me the morning after, they tried to do Josh Allen QB sneak all 4 times,
Yeah.
and neither time did it work. And I find
Yeah.
it hilarious because I was just talking the week that we did those predictions
Hmm.
about how he's a really, really good dual threat quarterback
Yeah.
and how that he needs to get more respect for his ability to run. And then what does he do? Tries to run and it fails. So it's
Yeah.
like you're not
Yeah.
helping me here, man. Like, come on.
Hmm. Are y'all done with your rant?
Yes, for now.
Uh,
We
okay.
do have a Titans game coming up, so it might rear its head again. But
Yeah.
for now, I will table the rant. We can move on.
Hmm.
So, beginning our week 7, we have, scroll back up, Denver going to Cleveland.
True. Uh, Obviously, the big question with Cleveland is how Baker Mayfield's shoulder is doing there.
Yeah, I heard that he was injured a little bit, and then Teddy Bridgewater was also not going into the game at 100%.
True.
So, both
Yeah.
teams could be kind of without their star QB's peak
True.
performances. So, it's going to be interesting.
True. True. And but Baker said that he's good to go there for the game there. So
One can hope.
yeah. So I think this week I'm going to go with the Browns there to beat the Broncos.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Because even if Baker is not at 100%, they still have one of the best defenses in the AFC and the best running duo
True.
in the league. So they're going to win it on that end of the ball alone.
Hmm.
I mean, Denver does have Gordon, but
Yeah.
I would rather trust Chubb.
Yeah.
All right, next up is what I deem to be upset potential.
Hmm.
We have Washington at Green Bay.
Ooh. Yeah. But obviously Washington didn't show up to face the Chiefs last week there. So
They didn't, and it makes me sad.
yeah, that would have been my one regret there, but I didn't go with that.
Yeah, we were smart enough to not pull the trigger on that one.
Yeah, yeah. But obviously, Aaron Rodgers coming off that huge win there against the Lions. There, he's screaming, "I own you."
The Bears.
One touchdown. Yeah.
He
That was
might own the
hard.
other team as well, but not this time. That
Yeah.
was the Bears.
Yeah, that was my favorite part of the game last week. There, Aaron Rodgers screaming that.
Yeah, it was interesting. My problem here is that the takeaway from the game was what he said to a fan, not
Yeah.
anything that actually happened on the field. And
Yeah.
it should be about the play, not
Yeah.
him chesting up to a fan, But they do deserve it, so
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Yeah. But obviously this week I'm gonna rely on Aaron Rodgers again there, and he'll continue his dominance over the Washington football team. So my pick is the Packers.
Yeah, I agree. I think that this is upset potential, but not enough to actually take the risk on. This is not a Cincinnati-Pittsburgh situation for me. It's no. Exactly. No. All right. Next up, I am going to try to not go down this road, but we have Kansas City at Tennessee.
Oh, this one's going to be too close to call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mahomes obviously turned it around last week against the football team there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and obviously the Titans there. We discussed it in the regret of the week there.
Yes.
Yeah, obviously Mahomes showed some resilience against the Washington football team there, and obviously Tennessee there. We discussed that on our regret there earlier. There,
We did.
Yeah. But I think this game could decide by a field goal or less there. This could be.
Unfortunately, I agree that I think it'll be close, and it's
Yeah.
going to be another one of those games where I'm like, kind of stressed watching.
Yeah.
I'm going to stress watch.
Yeah.
The
Exactly.
bejesus out of this game.
Yeah. But I think I'm going to go with a little bit of an upset this week. I'm going to go with trust Derrick Henry and the Titans to beat the Chiefs.
I agree, just because I'm not having that happen to me again. So,
Yeah.
barring some sort of midweek disaster or something, I'm going to probably ride and die with Tennessee, just because they burned me last week and I don't like it.
Yeah.
So,
And
for the future, just understand where I'm going.
Yeah.
Plus, I do think that they're a better team overall. I think that they aren't the better team as far as coaching goes, because Andy Reid is still the better coach, but that run game is just so hard to stop.
Yeah. True.
And once that gets going, then it opens up the A.J. Browns and the Julio Joneses and the like. So, they're a very good team. We just hope that they can stay on course.
Yeah. Exactly.
Speaking of falling for things, we have the trap of all traps, with Atlanta going to Miami.
Yeah. Obviously, Atlanta coming off a bye week there, so they'll probably be well rested there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened to Miami there to lose the game to Jacksonville over in England there.
I don't know. I think that they're kind of in some trouble, and they kind of have been pretty much all year. They've never really been like a lights out kind of team.
Yeah, exactly.
They've just kind of been there.
Yeah. So I think I'm going a minor upset here. I think I'm going to go with the Dolphins over the Falcons there. My apologies to John if you're listening to this right now.
Gosh darn it, John, we haven't discussed our games this week because we've both been busy doing things. So I don't know if you took the same team that I did, but I'm falling for the trap and taking Atlanta.
Oh.
On the road, which I should not be doing, but they're fresh off a bye.
Yeah.
and they won the week prior.
Yeah. So we're going to have a split there. Yeah.
Oh, gosh darn it.
Yeah. It was bound to happen.
Yeah. Also, apparently, from the other room. Thank you. Keenum is going to start for the Browns. Case Keenum.
Okay.
So there's not really much we can do about that since we already penned down our predictions, but for the future, we will know that either we're right and the run game is OP, or Case Keenum is going to be the hero.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Only time will tell.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
That's, ouch. Okay. So we have our first split, and of course it's the freaking Falcons. Because why wouldn't it be? Next up, we have an AFC East battle with the ever-surprising Jets going to New England, who is looking for their first home win this week.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously this is a battle of young quarterbacks there.
Zach Wilson and Mac Jones.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a matter of who has the better team around them, and I don't really see much comparison between the two as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, because obviously the Patriots have Belichick calling the plays there, and I don't know who's calling for the Jets there.
I don't know who their offensive coordinator is, but I know that their head coach is Robert Saleh.
Yeah.
Who's not bad when it comes to the defense. So seeing his defense stack up against the high-powered offense, well, sort of high-powered, newly high-powered offense of New England is going to be interesting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So obviously, I'm going to go Patriots at home there.
Yeah, I think that they're finally going to break that spell, and it's just going to take the Jets to do it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and I'm going with New England.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
All right, this one we might differ on. I'm not sure. I'm trusting Dad on this pick. We have the Panthers at the Giants.
Yeah. Well, okay. Obviously, the Giants there are a floundering team there. 1 week they're good, and next week they're
they're kind of like New Orleans in that regard. Like 1 week they show up, next week they don't. Sure. So by the pattern, they should show up this week because they got absolutely shellacked last week against the Rams. So
yeah, obviously and obviously they don't have any running game since Saquon Barkley went down to injury there.
Yep. Now both of these teams don't have much of a run game because I believe Carolina put McCaffrey on IR recently. Yeah. So he's done.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is going to be interesting. It's going to be on Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
What a matchup, right? Like,
yeah.
This is entertaining. Bless you.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to go Panthers myself.
Okay, so we do not actually differ. I also took Carolina. My logic was strength of performance from the week before. Even though they were arguably facing a much weaker team in Minnesota to the Rams. But they took Minnesota to overtime.
Yeah.
You know, they almost had that one. So based on strength of performance, I have to go with Carolina because it feels better, even though they're on the road.
Makes sense.
All right, next up, AFC North, Cincinnati at Baltimore.
Yeah, obviously, Bengals are powerful with Burrow and what's that wide receiver's name there?
For
the Bengals.
The one they just drafted. What's his name? Starts with a J.
Yeah. Somebody will probably let us know in the description.
To Google. I'll check this out real quick. Bengals receiver. Not the depth chart. Not their schedule. Receivers.
Wide receiver.
Jamar Chase.
There we go.
I knew it started with a J.
Yeah. Yeah. They're obviously a 1-2 punch there for
God
the
dang.
Bengals.
I
But
like the running back too. Mixon, I
yeah,
believe his name is. I really like him as a runner.
exactly there. Yeah, true. But
However, they're facing a
yeah,
buzzsaw in Baltimore,
the Ravens ever since losing the opening game, won 5 in a row there.
unfortunately.
Yeah, but and I think it's going to continue this week there. So obviously, I'm taking the Ravens to obliviate the Bengals.
I'm not going to say that they're going to obliterate Cincinnati. I think it'll be a lot closer than people are going to give it credit for, but I too am taking Baltimore. But I would not be surprised
Okay.
if Cincinnati pulls up an upset because they're scrappy like that.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised, but also no.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the Eagles flying on over to the Raiders.
Yeah. Obviously, I discussed it in my regret of the week there. I figured the Raiders would struggle there under new coaching there,
Do you
but
believe in the heart of the car now?
yeah, mm, but I'll admit they're going to get a little better now with the new head there. So
Yep.
yeah,
They have some more freedom now.
yeah. So obviously, I think we're going to be in agreement with this one there. I'm going to take the Raiders over the Eagles.
Yes, 100% agree. Heart of the car.
Hmm.
Freed from the shackles that was. Now he can just be himself and be the leading QB that we know he is.
Yeah.
Alright, next up is probably going to be one of the saddest games. One of the games that I'm the most horn on, but I'm going to have fun watching. We have the Lions visiting Matt Stafford in his new home when they face the Rams.
Yeah. Obviously, the question now will be which quarterback will be more motivated there? Will it be Jared Goff with the Lions or Stafford with the Rams?
Stafford.
Yeah.
There was an interview that Joik Bell was doing where he brought up a good point about as a position player, you don't want a visiting player to outplay you.
True.
And with Stafford's history of being scrappy and a fighter and having that edge, there's no way that Jared Goff is going to outplay him.
Yeah. But Goff wants to show Sean McVay there that it was a regret trading him after he led him to a Super Bowl appearance there.
Then he needs to learn to check down and hit wide open receivers on a slant when they're going on a slant instead of overthrowing a running back screen.
Yeah.
Actually hit them.
Yeah, exactly there. Yeah. So
not that hard.
Yeah. But with me there, I think I'm going to say Stafford's going to end up being the better quarterback this day, and I'm going to take the Rams over the Lions.
Yes, I agree. Either way, really, in this game, I win. Either Stafford has a really good showing and our boy does us proud, or the Lions get their first win against their former QB, which would also make me happy. Yeah. So either way, I'm going to be pleased watching it, but I'm also going with the Rams. Easily. Okay. In another easy pick, we have the Texans at Arizona.
Yeah, obviously Arizona's obviously they're 6-0 there, and
they're such a beast of a team.
Yeah. This is the first time they're that way since 1974.
Yeah. And I believe this is going to be the first week that they're able to use Zach Ertz, right?
Yeah.
Because he wasn't able to play last week, but this week he can.
Yeah. Obviously, because he was playing with the Eagles there, and you can't play 2 games in 1 week there.
I'm still irritated that the Eagles decided to do that, but you know what? If you want to tank. It's whatever.
Yeah. And obviously, Texans David Mills there, and that the team is a huge dumpster fire.
God, it is so bad. Speaking of Houston, did you hear that a trade for Watson might be finished by the end of the week?
Yeah, obviously, getting close to the trade deadline there.
It is.
wouldn't surprise me if he ends up leaving the team there.
I think that he should leave. It's just a matter of if it's going to be before the trade deadline this year or if it's going to be after Black Monday
Yeah.
and in the off season. But either way, he's not going to be a Texan for long.
Yeah, true. So obviously, I think we're going to be in agreement there. And
100%.
Obviously, take Arizona to go 7-0.
Yeah. They have a really good schedule as far as that is concerned with the teams that they're facing, so they got a bit lucky, but they're also very talented. And that defensive front, my JJ Watt, though, I'm happy to see him doing well. So, yes, go Cards.
Yeah.
Next up, I am looking forward to this one as well, just because obliteration. We have Chicago at Tampa.
Yeah.
Destroy.
Yeah. It's no doubt there.
Destroy.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go ahead and close this photo down now, because I'm assuming, as much as we like Fields, we are going with Brady.
Yeah, Brady and his bunch there.
Yep, Brady's bunch. We've got TB times 2, Tom Brady and Tampa Bay. Destroy.
Yeah.
Sick him. Go get him.
Our apologies to Bears fans out there.
From Steve. Not me. I do not care. Next up, we've got Indianapolis going to San Francisco in their fresh off the bye selves.
Yeah. The Niners should be well rested there. Maybe they'll get some of their players back there. Hopefully after the bye week there.
Yep. Hopefully.
Yeah. No word on Garoppolo lately there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I heard that he was going to be playing a little bit gimpy, but he was going to be the one that was playing because Trey Lance is not.
Yeah.
But I feel bad for Indianapolis having to go there right after the bye because they're already kind of weakened as it is, and they have such a hard schedule.
Yeah. And Carson Wentz is an okay quarterback, but unfortunately, they're going to face a tough team in the Niners there. So obviously, San Francisco's my pick for this one.
Yeah, sadly, I again would not be surprised if Indianapolis pulls out the quote-unquote upset here, because I do think that they're a better overall well-rounded team. They have the running back, the defense is still strong and all of that, but facing a team right off the bye at home, no, it's not in the cards. So I'm going with San Francisco again and agreeing with you. All right, last game. I am so sorry, John. We have New Orleans at Seattle.
Yeah, obviously, Seahawks, they're still without Russell Wilson with a broken finger there.
Yeah.
I can't tell you which finger it was, but we want to keep this PG.
Yeah. Let's just say that he was flipping the team that he represents.
Yeah. But obviously, Geno Smith didn't do too bad against the Steelers there.
No, he did okay. Minus the overtime colossal lapse in judgment that I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
But aside from that, he was okay. He was surprisingly adequate. We'll put it that way.
True. And my favorite part of Monday Night Football is coming back soon there.
The Mannings?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's going to be fun. They're always fun. I adore Peyton.
I like watching that there, especially in the middle of the game. They have special guests join them there to discuss games there. And
yeah, same. He's delightful.
Yeah. So all that aside there, I think I'm going to go with the Saints there to beat the Seahawks there.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a blowout like John and I were talking about it being, but we both do agree that the Saints game is a no-go for Seattle, unfortunately. So we're just waiting for them to face Jacksonville to see how they're actually able to measure up. Honestly. Gino needs a soft game, and that's going to be Jacksonville.
Yeah.
But for now, no. The defense of New Orleans against him, It's not going to be good.
Yeah.
So there goes that. How many games did we split on this week?
Just one.
We only split on one?
Yeah. Shocking.
Wow. Wow.
The Atlanta-Miami game there.
Oh, Atlanta. Oh, Atlanta, please. I'm trusting you again, and I shouldn't.
Yeah.
But here we go. So let us know down in the comments what your picks are. How stupid was I for trusting Atlanta? You can let me know that. John, let me know if you also trusted Atlanta, because we still kind of have that curse. We broke the curse,
Yeah.
but it was against the Jets, so that really doesn't count. And
like and subscribe the channel for us, please.
Yep, and hit the bell for every Thursday morning. We have these going out, unless I can't get it edited in time, in which case it'd be Thursday afternoon. But either way, it's on a Thursday. Then I've also got the collaboration I have going on with John that's up on my channel every Monday, and we just have a lot of fun here. So if you're interested in that, be sure to check out the links down below. Link to Twitter, Discord, membership, merch, etc. And we hope to see you guys next time for more of our predictions versus as we enter mid-season, shockingly, with week 8.
Thank you all for listening. Bye.